If you've seen my previous video, that was my very first haul video of 2025, and I also wanted to counterbalance that. So in today's video, I will be unhauling some books. So hi and welcome back, my fellow fantasy book lovers, or if you're new here, hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Kathy and I'm a fantasy book lover from Belgium. I have recently been putting aside books that I don't want to keep, and when I was preparing to record this video, I quickly went through my shelves and decided like I could get rid of a few books. Now, before I get into the actual list of books, it's not because I didn't like a book that you might not like it, and I'm actually selling these books secondhand on a platform called Vinted, which is where I always like resell and buy books as well. The first set of books is the completed series, the 5 books of the A Court of Dragons End series. I have, at the moment of recording this video, just finished book 5. I was so utterly disappointed that I just want to get rid of these ASAP. No, I will never recommend this book series to anyone because the ending is extremely unsatisfying. It feels rushed. It feels like it is written to be mass-written, mass-produced, something like it, because all of these realms are connected. And something that also bothered me with these books, they're not thick books, they're not chunks of books, these are paperbacks, and the pages are not even fully printed, as in the pages have very big margins to the sides, so it's also not the smallest font. The pages in between chapters take up a lot of space because they're like super decorative, which is nice, but it's not something that I want to keep. Now, that doesn't mean that there isn't a right person for this. Some people might actually love this series, but for me it lacked in depth. There was like continuously things happening that I didn't enjoy. It also lacked proper smut. Like, there is smut in these books, don't get me wrong, but it lacked proper smut. The last book, which should have been the finale to the series, no, just no. And I don't think I've ever sold a book this fast. Like, I haven't owned this book for a month and I'm already like getting rid of it. And it kind of pains me a little bit, but on the other hand, I don't have infinite bookshelf space, so it's better for me to keep the books that I do like, do want to recommend, do want to reread in time, than to stick around with books that I don't really enjoy. The next book I'm getting rid of, I actually accidentally purchased. I bought it secondhand. It's A Deal with the Elf King from Elise Kova, and don't get me wrong, this is not a bad book. It's not something that I will reread, and it's not something that I super recommend. Like, it's good, it's okay, but it's not the best book. And the book that I actually wanted to buy, this is like the dust jacket of it. Like, you see how similar these artworks are. It's both like a man holding a woman, like with some red and darks and everything. I know it's not the same cover, but it resembles each other enough that I actually wanted to buy Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, and I accidentally bought A Deal with the Elf King instead, because yeah, that happens. I bought the Elise Kova book, I think secondhand, and now I will be reselling it as well. So yeah, this was by no means a bad book, it's just a mad book, and yeah, I don't see myself rereading it, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. 2 books I'm getting rid of are 2 DNFs. We have Lucy Undying, which I spent reading about up to page 150. There's no more bookmark in this, I removed them all. And then the other one is Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan. Lucy Undying was not fantasy enough. It was too much historical fiction for me that I just felt bored. And Long Live Evil had a musical episode in book chapter form, which is something I will never forgive it for. For that reason alone, I will never want to read this book again. The next book is a Waterstones special edition of Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I think I've tried selling this book before. I am not getting rid of the book because I actually have 2 copies of this book. I have the Waterstone Special Edition and then the Fairy Loot or Illumicrate Edition as well, and I'm just keeping that other one. So I'm gonna sell this secondhand. Another brand new hardcover is These Violent Delights. At the moment of purchasing this book, I did not know it was a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I'm really not interested in that. It's just not something that I vibe with, so I'm just gonna get rid of this book. The second to last book is a book that I was very much debating on still keeping, but I loved Silver in the Bone. The first book of this duology is amazing, incredible. And I love this edition. This is the Fairy Loot edition, and it is very pretty. It comes with the artwork. I still have the card as well of the artwork. Like, I love this book, and I think it's a gorgeous edition. However, I got the Owl Crate editions from my partner as a present, and they have foiled edges, and the artwork is less character focused and more like themes that are Arthurian focused. So I prefer that one. So that's the only reason that I'm getting rid of this book, because it's a book that I do really enjoy. And then finally, this was a very expensive book. My partner bought this for me as a gift. This is the Book of Azrael by Amber Nicole. This is an actually signed edition. It is the Rose and Star Publishing edition, so this can only be bought like at conventions or through their website. And I know that they switched from the actual signature in the book, like mine has, to a sticker with a signature, which is what they do now. So this is a very special book, a very special edition. My partner let me know how much he paid for it, and I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna be able to sell it for as much. So this is a gorgeous book. Honestly, if I loved the series even a little bit more, I would have kept it, but no. So these are the books that I'm unhauling for now. I think I will be doing regular unhauls this year as I read more books and as I have more books that I know like I either won't reread, I don't want to keep on my shelves permanently, because this year I want to get through my physical book collection. So feel free to let me know in the comments down below how often you unhaul books and what you do with them. Do you give them to friends? Do you sell them? Do you do something else with them? I would love to know. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every week and I would love to have you for every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Happy reading! Bye!